I think the mirror in this is cute, although I don't feel like it's conventional, but it is cute. It's like a little cell phone, if you will. Hello. Hello loves, welcome back to the channel. My name is Taylor. If you're new here, welcome. So today's video we are going to be getting into some new stuff that I picked up from Ulta that I want to try. Some things that I purchased have kind of been on the market for a little while, and then some of the things that I purchased are new arrivals. So if you're interested in seeing what these products are, keep on watching. But they're a little baby bag. It's really not much. They are things that I've been genuinely interested in trying. And so I typically start with face, so we're gonna go with the first product that I bought. So the first thing that I purchased is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer, and this is a dewy primer, and it's supposed to be watermelon scent. I'm not sure of it though. This is what it looks like when you take it out of the packaging. Ooh, it does smell like watermelon. It's kind of giving me like those gel bath sets you would get from like the Dollar Tree or Walmart and something like that. Growing up, it would be like filled with glitter. It smells good. It really does smell like watermelon, and it's very thick. The reason why I purchased this primer was because it's been said by the makeup girls that it is a duplicate for the Milk Hydro Grip primer, and they say it's actually much better. But sometimes when people say that, it's not always true. I'm like, okay, just because it's cheaper doesn't make it better. But so far the consistency of them are very different. Like the Hydro Grip primer doesn't feel as sticky when you put it on, and I'm interested in seeing how it performs. My foundation sticks to it. It's going to be very interesting. When I touch my face after applying the primer, it already feels tacky, so I'm pretty sure that my makeup is going to stick to it. So the next thing I got is not new at all. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I've been using this for probably the past year, but what I did when I went to Ulta was I not only did I re-up, I got a different shade. Typically I use Deep Cinnamon, but today I'm using Deep Chestnut, and I thought they were like pretty close in shades anyway, so I felt like there wasn't much of a difference between the jump in shade range. I think one is supposed to be, I think Deep Cinnamon is more warm, while this Deep Golden is more neutral. I tend to go for neutral undertone concealers because they're a little bit brighter, and I still like a bright highlight. I know some people are more so into like the skin tone, but to me that pulls my look together, so I'm going on top with that. Now we're moving on to the eyes, because something that I picked out that I've been I could not find this product in store. Every time I went it was sold out, and it's the Juvia's Place eye base. So this is their Eye Prep Eye Prime eye primer, and I got this in the shade Color 2. Came in 3 shades. Color 3 was very deep for more deeper tone individuals. Color 1 was more fair for obviously more fair, lighter individuals, and then like Color 2 is supposed to be in between, but Color 2 even looks a bit light. Color 2 looked very close to Color 1, so I felt like I'm in the middle because I like my eye base to actually be a little bit light, lighter than my highlighting concealer, because I feel like you get the best color payoff when you use a lighter base. And we are working with some color today. I want to do like a little pastel look. Like I know it's summer, but the outfit I'm wearing tonight will look really good with something soft on the eyes, so I want to go in with this to help me achieve this. Oh my god, so much just came out and got all over my outfit. So I'm going to apply some on my eyes, and I probably need to like shape the way I want to do my eyeshadow. I really don't know how I want to do it. So it's very light. It's a little creamy so far. I'm blending it out and it looks good. But yeah, it's very light as I said it would. This is not too light than anything already in my collection. Like I currently use P. Louise base on my eyes, especially when I'm working with color. So this is kind of like close to what I work with. I normally do the base Rumor 5 and Rumor 7. Rumor 7 is a little bit close, but we're not talking about that. It's giving what it's supposed to give so far, because I like that it's like drying down a bit, but it still doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel matte. It feels like it's creamy enough so that my eyeshadow will stick to it. I've been using the mirror out of this entire time, so I'm going to take the same palette. This is the Morphe 9H palette, and come on now, act right. I'm going to be going in with the pinks in this palette because I want to test how this base helps this to show up on a brown skin baddie like myself. So we're going to be doing these 2 shades in the palette. Oh, what is it called? Sizzling. I think it's called Sweet Nothings and Just Peachy. So I'm just going to pack that on. Using this primer makes me want to do a comparison contrast video, because I did one a while back that's actually kind of doing numbers. I did one a while back, like maybe like a year and a half ago. I did a video comparing the KVD eye primer. They had like the Shake It liquid primer. I forget what it's called, because I literally have not used it since I made that video, because it's just not very conventional. But I was comparing it to the P. Louise base. I did a video like that, and I'm thinking about doing something like that to compare this base. So far I do like what I see, but I want to know, like, how does it compare to brands who have been, you know, had products like this out in the market. To be fair, Juvia's Place, this is an innovative product for Juvia's Place, because venturing out of that territory of releasing a palette every month, building out their base products to help people just achieve that flawless base, they are kind of taking those steps, and I think it's a good step that they did with this primer. But like, just being honest, they're a little late in the game, because there are other brands who've already charted that territory. But we get excited because it's something new to try, and we don't have to use the same old same old. I feel like I like the way that this pink is showing, because I feel like nobody can try me. Because let me tell you this story. So one time I went into the Morphe store. There's a Morphe store here where I live. In the Morphe store, they sell P. Louise bases, and I wanted to get their Acid Rain, I think it was called. I could be wrong, but it is a certain kind of base that P. Louise has that when you put it on your eye, you let it dry and it literally doesn't crease, and it's like the most ideal product to do a cut crease, because you don't have to worry about constantly smoothing out that little area on your eye. It just stays dry, it just stays put. Well, they didn't have a lot of those choices left, but people, customer service, sales rep people were coming over to do their job and ask if you need help 10,000 times. Sales rep came over and she saw that I was looking at the bases, which I'm like, and then I came in there with a full face, y'all. I came in there with a full face on purpose, because I don't like being disrespected, like, because what you see right now is not my final form. But, and I'm like, you know, no disrespect to people who do, you know, work at Ulta and Sephora, and they're just trying to do their job. But sometimes it can feel like, okay, you disrespecting me, girl, because you don't know what I got going on. You don't know. She comes over, she sees it. I told her what I'm interested in, and she was like, well, can I interest you with like these other bases? Because like this base right here would really help your eyeshadow to stand out. Like, see how you have on that green right now and it's not really standing out? This base right here will help you out. I felt disrespected. But basically, I have issues like that where like I do use bases, but yet it doesn't show up like how it's supposed to. Also from Juvia's Place is their new bronzer duo. So they came out with some bronzers about maybe a couple months ago, and they were not in any of my stores until recently. And so I decided to get this. I got the bronze duo in the shade Dark. They had like, I think tan, medium, and dark. If I'm not mistaken, at least that's what they had in the store. This is what it looks like. I actually like that it flips out like this, though I was expecting for it to flip out like that. It's like a more warm bronze shade and a little bit cooler. Also, we use as a blush. I love getting bronzer products because I actually think that bronzers are some of the most multi-use products that you can buy in makeup. This is how it looks on the back of my finger. This is how I look when I swatch it. So it's brown. This is the darker shade, and this is how it looks when I put it on the back of my hand. Okay, for purposes of just making sure it's super effective, I'm gonna go in with the last shade. I hope it's not super red. Oh, on camera it's looking like, woo, girl, you need to tone it down some. But in my little vertical mirror that comes in this palette, it doesn't look too bad. You definitely don't need too much with this. I went in with a little anyway because it was a little red and I didn't want to risk looking like the Sahara Desert. What do we think so far? I actually feel like I do look very bronze. And I like that for me. Okay, so now my favorite part of my entire makeup process is the lips. And so what I picked up for that was a new lip liner, also by Juvia's Place. I feel like this was mainly a Juvia's Place video. I didn't intend it to be, but I feel like that's like one of the few brands that had like a bunch of new stuff for me to try out, so that's what I picked up. But this is their lip liner. I feel like it complements the packaging of the bronzer. It's their bronze lip liner, so I'm right. I think this came out in combination, maybe not They do sometimes have like bundles on their website where like certain products are sold together. I am a connoisseur of brown lip liners. It's like all their other packaging. I have a lip liner from their initial launch of their lip products in the shade Cola. So this one is in the shade Brownie. It looks the same. So I know it's a retractable pen. It's a retractable. I like, ooh, this is pretty. It's nice and deep, like I like. I know like with the Cola, I use it a lot. Yes, y'all, I really like this brown. I feel like I see why they call it brownie, because like it's giving fudge. It's giving ultimate dessert. So this is a completed look featuring all the products that I got from Ulta. I really enjoyed using these products. I can't wait to test out the durability of this primer. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I did hear the good dupe and a less expensive dupe from the Milk Hydrating primer. A lot of people have said that they don't encourage you to even purchase it again, but to get this one instead. And I will have price points, but I believe this one was $5. So I'm like excited to test the durability of this, excited to see, you know, how my makeup holds up just with this primer alone. I'm loving the way that the bronzer has looked on my skin. I do feel a lot more bronze. I feel like I'm giving that like sun-kissed glow. I think the mirror in this is cute, although I don't feel like it's conventional, but it is cute. It's like a little cell phone, if you will. Hello. I really enjoy using the primer as well. Like I said, stay tuned for a video with me comparing and contrasting it with some product, if not my P. Louise base. I really want to test out how well this product works. I feel like it works today, but I want to see how I compare it to others that have already been on the market. And then of course you all know I love the way this lip liner looked. I love a brown. I collect brown lip liners, and this is definitely going in my like collection. I'll be continuing to use this moving forward. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. If so, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, check out some of my other uploads. Follow me on social as Hey Lorraine. Stay beautiful and stay safe.